You must remember how the police arrested and released these Sena men within just 4 hours. As against that, the audience members who were present for Kunal Kamra shows have gotten notice. Kunal Kamra is being hounded constantly by the Mumbai police. They're sending him notices to appear, and they've refused to let him appear through video conferencing. And you can clearly see the different standards that the police seem to be applying to a comedian whose jokes might have offended some political leaders, and people who actually went and attacked and destroyed and damaged a club where there were audience members who were present. We were all shocked when we saw visuals of that mob full of Sena goons coming and vandalizing the Habitat Club in Mumbai just because they did not like the jokes that Kunal Kamra cracked. But what if I told you that the police was accompanying that mob and it just stood there casually sipping chai while the goons went on to attack and completely trashed the Habitat Club? Over the last few days, I have accessed CCTV footage from the club which had so far not been made public, and I spoke to a bunch of eyewitnesses who were there when the club was vandalized. Here's what I found. What I found was chilling. When the mob enters the Habitat, there are policemen who accompany the mob inside. And as soon as the violence starts, the police just quickly sneak out of the room. Outside the Habitat at that point, eyewitnesses told me that there were anywhere between 8 to 10 policemen and a police van which was just standing there. One eyewitness told me that they thought the police was just looking on helplessly. The other eyewitness I spoke to said something very startling. They said they didn't know if the police was there to protect the club or the audience members, or if it was there to just back the mob up. At a number of points in the CCTV footage, we can see that Sena leaders are going in and out while their men are attacking the Habitat Club. And at no point did the police actually intervene or try and stop any of the men from damaging the club further. What's worse is when the mob is done vandalizing the club, they step out and they come face to face with the cops. What they do next is that they look at the cops and chant slogans of Jai Shri Ram and walk away coolly. The cops don't bother to arrest anyone or stop anyone from going anywhere. They just let the mob walk away. The fact that this is allowed to happen in Mumbai, the fact that this is allowed to happen to one of India's best known comedy clubs, and the mob faces no repercussions at all, raises some very deeply troubling questions about Mumbai's police and just the political pressures it operates in. This doesn't augur well for all of us.